Chapter 10, Mishnah 2. A person incurs liability for malacha of transferring by removing an item from a private domain and placing it in a public domain, or vice versa. This Mishnah discusses the law in cases where the transfer was not completed in a single course of action, but was interrupted in the middle. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. If one took food out of his house, a private domain, and placed it in front of his house on a porch, a carmelis, which is neither a private nor public domain, the law is that whether he himself then transferred it from the porch to the street, public domain, or whether someone else came and transferred it from the porch to the street, he is exempt from liability because he did not do his malacha of transferring in one stage. Rather, he did it in two stages. He first took the item from the house to the porch, for which he is not liable because the porch is a carmelis, and then he or someone else took it from the porch to the street, for which he is also not liable. In order to be liable for the malacha of transferring, one must take an object from a private domain to a public domain, or vice versa, in a single process, without putting it down in a carmelis or other type of neutral domain on his way. The Mishnah discusses a similar case. If one took a basket filled with produce from his house and placed it in front of the house on an outer porch, which has the status of a public domain, but he positioned the basket in such a way that part of it is still in his house, private domain, and part is on the outer porch, public domain, the law is that even if most of the produce in the basket is outside, in the public domain, he is exempt because he did not take the entire basket outside. He is not liable unless he takes the entire basket outside to the public domain without leaving part of it inside.